Okay, I'm gonna talk about the newest indie darling, the newest video game has taken the video game world by storm. Is Hollow Knight Silksong. Bam! Okay, what's Hollow Knight Silksong about? Hollow Knight Silksong is a Metroidvania, right? You know Metroid, you know Castlevania, not a Netflix show, the video game. So it's basically a 2D platformer when you can go from point A to point B to point C to point D, and you need to travel all over the map to unlock skills, gadgets to traverse to the next area, and continue finding bosses and finding items. Okay, this game has taken the world by storm for one reason only. It's a cheap video game, like $20 in a marketplace that's full of $70 games plus with DLC 100 without microtransactions. I said that word wrong. It don't matter. And it's made by 5 people in Australia. The best thing to come out of Australia is Hugh Jackman and Hollow Knight. It is what it is. I don't know. And Kangaroo Jack, right? I don't know much more about Australia. This game, you play as a character from the original Silks. I mean, the original Hollow Knight. That's Hornet, I believe her name is, or Needle, Hornet or Needle. And you get captured and travel to a new place, and you need to get out of this place and then find the heirlooms. Basic, simple plot. I'm not gonna go much in detail because I don't want to spoil that video game, right? Okay, I'm gonna talk about the gameplay. As I already said, it's a Metroidvania, side-scroller, 2D video game with a hand-draw art style. I don't know if you hear my dog. Hand-draw art style, and it's a lot of beautiful looking game. And you have one way attack at the beginning with a Y button, and then you unlock different skills from the transcript of the game. It's basically simple. It has a you need to time your jumps perfect because it's barely precise platforming in this video game, and also the enemies and the bosses are tough as nails, pun intended. Regular enemies take 1 health and you start with 5, and the bosses take two healths, right? So that means you only have 2 hits when you're fighting a boss battle, and 5 hits when you're playing regularly. And finding uh, you have to revive your hearts fighting enemies to fill your heirloom. I believe it's called the white stuff. Pause. The white stuff, so you can get more health, right? But for that, you need to fight villains. So you taking risk of fighting to get health. It's a very back and forth type of game. And the platforming, you sometimes need to do in Shovel Knight you have the down right spiral, you have side spiral. In the original Hollow Knight you also had the Shovel Knight one, I like to call it. But this you need to try to medit the jumps so you can from point B to boom boom and keep jumping, right? Very hard if you're not used to platforming, right? But this game at first is very light, but then the platforming gets tough and tougher, right? I'm not gonna talk about the music. This music, I don't know what you're feeding indie developers when it comes to the music departments, because they've been cooking this year. I'm talking about Clear Expire 66 Operation. I forgot the name. Clear Obscure. Beautiful game. But the music art on another level. This game also the music is on another level. I don't know which of the 5 people composed this game, but they kill it. They kill it in every single department. The music encaja with the layout of the map. With the green areas, it sounds like green music, and the gray areas, it sounds like gray music. I call this area because I forget the names, but this game starts very gray, and you discover different areas. The green area, the red area with lava, the blue area. The more you're going up, the more light you're gonna see. Because you start from here and go up. Very good way to look in this video game, right? And now the enemies. Boy, these people some creative censor motherfuckers, right? Because this game, the enemies creation, the NPC looks are amazing. There's a little dude with the ting, very funny, good looking character. The bosses look scary, that they look fun. Like you can know what they do with that way they look. And I know this is maybe copyrighted. I don't know. The pet you unlock to fast travel in this place, because you need to unlock fast travel. You don't have it. You need to first beat the boss, and that boss becomes your pet. it looks like the second evolution of Aaron from the Pokemon games. I don't know if you guys remember Aaron, like the little iron, white and black with blue eyes, and it evolves into this one like this. It looks like that. I don't know why. Well, that you can travel from, you can fast travel. I personally don't fast travel a lot because I like to go walk and explore the areas to find different areas that have never been with different abilities. Because then you unlock hover, you got wall jumping, you got and zigzagging in the jump like Mario 64 type stuff, and different abilities, right? So it's very fun to explore and not to fast travel in this video game. But yeah, this game is amazing. I recommend this video game. This year in video games has been amazing so far. In the indie space, in the AAA space, not so much. But everybody has been cooking from left to right. Also, you need to remember this game was made by 5 people and doesn't have bugs. Like the enemies are bugs, but they don't have 0 bugs. That's an incredible feat, especially in the other versions the video game has. You got the PC version, the Xbox, the PlayStation, and the 2 Nintendo Switch versions, right? And if you're playing this is a video game made for Nintendo Switch 2, in my opinion. Very portable, very fun. The frame rates are immaculate. The colors are immaculate in the Nintendo Switch screen. Very beautiful looking game, in my humble opinion, right? But I recommend people buy this game. At least see what you kind of need to, because some people are not gonna like it because it's so hard. Because this game is not forgiving. The only way to save in this game is with the benches, and when you sit in a bench, it's far apart when you die. And when you die, you lose all your stuff, so you need to get it back, your money. Because this game has rosaries, I believe you pronounce, that's your type of money. They're so few and far between that you're not gonna have a lot of them. It's a very anti-capitalistic game. But yeah, this game is very hard and unforgiving. I would recommend people buying and experience this game, because this game is actually art, in my opinion. Very artistic game. This and Obscure and Donkey Kong, top 3 games of this year, in my opinion, because they do what they do in excellent ways. But yeah, buy this game.